Have you ever felt a quiet pull toward a man, but couldn't quite explain why? It wasn't about how young he looked. It wasn't about how much money he had. It wasn't even about how tall or strong he seemed. No, it was something else entirely. Something subtle but powerful. And it had everything to do with the kind of life he's lived, and the way it quietly shows in his body. As women, especially past 60, we see things differently than we did in our younger years. We don't just look for excitement or charm. We're drawn to signs of character strength, calm, and that rare sense of a man who knows himself. And here's the surprising part. There are certain places on a man's body, yes? Physical spots that we notice almost instantly. Not because they're flashy or perfect, but because they speak directly to our instincts. And most men don't even realize it. In this video, I'll show you 5 very specific parts of a man's body that women tend to find secretly attractive, especially after a certain age. Not because of muscles or looks, but because of the story these parts tell about who he really is. Let's begin. First, the wrist. A clean, well-kept wrist, especially when a man casually rolls up his sleeves, can feel incredibly appealing. The sight of veins just under the skin, a watch that fits just right. The calm, purposeful way he moves his hands. It all sends a signal I'm steady, I'm present, I take care of myself. Second, the back and shoulders. Not about having big muscles, but posture. A man who stands straight, whose shoulders are gently pulled back, who moves with quiet confidence. He instantly feels trustworthy, like someone who's been through life and knows how to handle it. Third, the neck and jawline. When a man's shirt collar sits cleanly around his neck, and his jawline is calm and strong, there's something undeniably attractive about it, especially when he's listening, or just lost in thought. It shows discipline, presence, and respect for how he carries himself. Fourth, his walk and his waist. We notice how a man moves. Does he walk with a sense of purpose? Does he carry himself with lightness and rhythm, or does he shuffle, slouch, or move with hesitation? A tall, steady posture and energetic steps quietly say, this man is still living his life. He hasn't given up. Fifth, the smile lines. Yes, the wrinkles around his eyes, his mouth, his upper lip. Not a flaw, a blessing. They tell us he's smiled through pain, that he's been kind even when it wasn't easy, and that he's still capable of warmth. Many women over 60 say the same thing. I don't mind if he has wrinkles. I just want them to be kind wrinkles. Now you might be wondering, why do we notice these things? Because they're not about image, they're about truth. A man's hands, his walk, the way he looks at you while speaking. These all tell us more than words ever could. These are quiet signs of a man who's grown, who's weathered storms, and who still chooses to live with intention. So here's a little challenge. If you're a man watching this or you care about one, start with just one of these areas. You don't need to change who you are. You don't need to look younger. You just need to show in small, powerful ways that you're still here, that you still care how you show up in the world. Because trust me, women notice, especially women who've lived enough life to really see a man. If this resonated with you, I invite you to subscribe, like, or share this with someone you care about. And no matter where you are in your journey, remember, you are not invisible. You are still deeply attractive and deeply seen. Thank you for being here.